Now, feedback. This is bane of my life, quite frankly, so I'm going to really tell you perhaps what you really need to know. First of all, you as vendors all say you want feedback. Well, you don't really, because the feedback could be negative, and this is your home and you take it personally. I have yet to find a single vendor who, when I've said to them they didn't like the pink paint or they didn't like that flooring, that you've gone away, spent a few £100 and sorted it out for us. So you just don't want to know. You just take it personally, and it just puts you in a bad mood. What you're really asking is, are they going to buy it? That is a really sensible question to ask. You don't need feedback to know if they're going to buy it, because if people are interested, you are going to get an offer. So we don't really need to give you any constructive criticism, this thing that you crave, because you don't act on it when you get it, it puts you in a bad mood, and the reality is that if they're interested, they're just going to buy it. To get you that feedback, if we don't get it on the accompanied viewing, we've got to make the calls and chase these people for it. Now, just treat us like anything else, whether you're buying a car, whether you're booking a holiday. Once you've been into those shops and got the quotes, if you've made your decision, you never ever call back the other company. And it's the same with us. That buyer has used us to get the viewing, we've taken all their details down, they've got what they wanted out of us. If they're not ready to proceed on this property, they're not going to return our calls. We won't hear from them for weeks until we've got another property they want to view. And then voila, all of a sudden they're answering their phones. So no matter how many times we chase them, and no matter how many times you phone us and say, where's my viewing feedback? If we just keep leaving messages, they don't want to talk to us anymore. And in fact, I've even got vendors who have gone and viewed properties through us and then not given us feedback, then complain that we didn't get their feedback. So I think we've all got to be a lot more realistic about this. If someone doesn't offer on your property, it's because they're not interested. There could be a really genuine reason. It might not be big enough, or they might have looked to go to a different area. But if they're buying in that area and it's about the right budget for them, what they're really telling you, you've got to read between the lines. For the money, the garden isn't big enough. For the money you're asking, the lounge isn't big enough. For the money you're asking, I need to put in a new kitchen. So when they say, if we do get the feedback, that the garden's too small, what they're really saying is, for the money you're asking, everything comes down to money. And when you change the feedback and put it into that context, it starts to make a lot more sense. Yes, there will be the genuine people and it is the right money, it's just not for them because they now want to go to a different area, that's fine. But the vast majority, they're just saying, for what you're asking, I can go and get something for the same money that's better. And that's why they don't want to give us the feedback, because they've probably already gone and bought something else. So that is really what we do on a day-to-day basis with these viewings and with this feedback. And we do try to, as I say, put it together to give it to you, but you've just got to ask yourself, how much do you really want to know? It's your home, you love it, it's personal to you, it's emotional to you. We will constantly be trying to protect you from that feedback. If we can get it, fantastic. So that's really all I have to say about viewings and feedback. I hope you found this useful. I've been Simon over at Fisks, and I'll see you for the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.